Today's travels have brought me to Bedford, Virginia, and the home of the National D-Day Memorial. Now, if you don't know what D-Day is, well, you should. It was 1944, and the world was in the midst of World War II. After more than a year of planning and preparation, America and her allies were ready. General Dwight D. Eisenhower gave the order: invade. The arch here at the memorial's entrance is topped with the famous white and black invasion stripes, the same that the wings and fuselages of Allied aircraft were painted with for the invasion. Atop it carries the word Overlord, the code name given to the invasion operation. As the first traces of light began to dawn in the east, a huge naval armada began discharging thousands of Allied troops along 30 miles of Norman shoreline. The German defenders could hardly believe their eyes. They began to pour a murderous fire down upon the beaches. By the time the sun set that Tuesday, nearly 160,000 Allied troops had come ashore all along the 30-mile stretch of French coast. The German coastal defenses had been destroyed. This area of the memorial represents the landing beaches. Water flowing below circulates between the beach and a granite-faced landing craft. The landing craft's stylized design is meant to symbolize the broad range of vessels that delivered Allied troops and equipment to the beaches on and beyond D-Day. The bronze sculptures carry titles like Across the Beach and Through the Surf, amid bullets that continually pepper the water. The two obstacles in the water are emblematic of thousands of such obstacles the Germans set in the tidal flat, meant to thwart attempts at invasion. Army Rangers scaling the cliffs of Point de Hoc up to the German positions at the top. And finally, over the edge to attack and throw the enemy off the summit. This area of the memorial pays tribute to the Allied Naval, Coast Guard, and Merchant Sea Forces on D-Day. The anchor is a 3,200-pound Danforth anchor, which is 10 feet tall and 8.5 feet wide. After all, ships not only brought troops to Normandy, their large guns pummeled the enemy coastal positions and continued to bring men and material needed to support the invasion in the months to come. This little Aranca L3 is painted with invasion stripes. These black and white stripes allowed gunners to easily identify aircraft as friend or foe. The L3 was strictly a reconnaissance, surveillance, and artillery spotter aircraft. While not likely used on the day of the invasion, these certainly were used once the Allies were established on the continent. They could prove very useful in spotting German positions and spotting the fall of artillery shells. The three large vertical propeller blades are from a Curtiss C-46 Commando, a troop and cargo transport used extensively during World War II. A soldier mourns his fallen buddy. While the invasion was successful, the Germans exacted a steep price for the victory. More than 4,400 soldiers died over the course of that day. Back home, families who lost a soldier received a gold star to hang in their window. I'm now in the Reynolds Garden, laid out in the shape of the seal of the Supreme Headquarters Allied Expeditionary Force, commonly called SHAEF during the war years. The walls adorned with plaques which pay tribute, or perhaps homage and thanks, to the people that put their lives on the line sacrificed, some with their very lives, and did what needed to be done that fateful day. This one to the 506th Parachute Infantry Regiment of the 101st Airborne Division, some of the boys who dropped into the darkness behind enemy lines hours before the beach invasion began. Some of the leaders: General Bradley, Admiral Ramsey, and the Supreme Commander himself, Dwight D. Eisenhower. The eyes of the world watched as the soldiers of the expeditionary forces stormed the beaches of Normandy that day. Success was far from being guaranteed, but succeed they did. The strength, bravery, and ingenuity demonstrated by these young men is nothing short of amazing. Remember, life is a journey. Enjoy the ride, and thanks for watching.